This is a 1914 Stutz Bearcat. This is the car Stutz used forever to in their advertising. It was called the car that made good in a day. This car went to the Indy 500, this very car. Earned an 11th place finish in the inaugural very first 500. And off of that, race on Sunday, sell on Monday. The demand for equally racy car with only slight creature comforts led to the birth of the Bearcat. It's an amazing original car. This car seems pretty special. What's the story?
It's an incredible car. This is a three-owner 1914 Stutz Bearcat, and we bought it a couple of years ago at the Gooding auction here in Monterey. It was owned for since 1948 by the Kowaleski family. And Tony Kowaleski rode in a Bearcat when he was 8 years old and said, "I'm going to have one of those." And in 1948, he bought this car out of a garage in New York. And it was restored in 1951, and this is the restoration that you see now.
From 1951?
From 1951. It's a genuine 30,000-mile, three-owner car. It's completely original, apart from the finishes. Same radiator, same wheels, same everything. Never been wrecked, pranged. It's the real deal.
Boy, it sure is. And it looks it. That's what's so nice. I prefer these over all the freshly restored examples. I mean, this one shows its age very well, I have to say.
I completely agree. It's not your typical Concours car, but I think that Pebble Beach has really shown that they're receptive to this type of car by giving it second in class, and we really appreciate it.
Second in class. That's amazing and well-deserved. Now tell me, have you personally driven this car?
I have driven it quite a bit, and it's really amazing. For 1914, the technology is wonderful. And unlike a lot of cars from this era, you sit in this car, not on this car. It's got very direct steering. It's very sporty. It corners flat. It goes like stink, relatively.
Yes.
Sounds great, obviously.
The sensation more than takes up for it.
Exactly. Well, you're going plenty fast enough, as fast as you'd like to go with the rear brakes only, of course.
That's fantastic. So do you enjoy driving it when you can?
I really do. It's a great car to drive. Easy.
I have the opinion that we're only custodians for these cars.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully they will be passed on, and it's so important that they get into the right hands for people that will preserve.
What was great is after he knew that I bought it, he sent us every record they had, every picture, everything. So all the archives are with the car,
as it should be,
including a painting they'd had done of it years ago.
Wow. And he said this was a Franklin Mint car that they utilized this car.
But anyway, I just I've looked for one of these for a long time, and to have gotten this car, I thought was great. I mean,
this is fantastic.
Yeah.
And so happy to see it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, well, good to see you.
Oh, thank you.
The rumor's right. You really can pick up lawns with one of these.
That's great.
She started telling the same story.
People-pleasing car. It was these cars and the Mercers, though. I mean, they left their mark. Congratulations on third in class, and I think it's fantastic.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
I'm so happy to see that Pebble Beach is coming around. I mean, this got third in class.
Unbelievable. Look at the trophy. It's incredible.
I mean, but it's wonderful. Cars like this that have the aura and the history and they draw people like flies.
It's amazing.
When they're so over-restored and shiny new, they don't look real.
Right.
Right.
That was a decision that we had to make. We had a car that had so much originality to it. We could have either restored it or tried to preserve all the original features of the car. We chose to preserve all the original features of the car.
Let me thank you, sir, for the admiring public that's here, because there's so few of these left. And, not only the Stutz, but just really cars that they preserved that somebody didn't rush off and restore.
Yeah.
And now to see that Pebble Beach which has a great influence because they were the ones that influenced everybody to over-restore cars. That they're really valuing the original.
I think it's fabulous that I love the original cars. The preservation of original cars is just absolutely amazing. And every car guy dreams of finding a car in original condition in some barn that's been there for 20 or 30 years.
Yes, they do.
Yes,
I have to agree with you on that.
Absolutely. That's greatness.
And did you find yours in a barn? How'd you come across it?
I bought this at the A.K. Miller Estate Auction that Christie's did in 1996. And I just held my paddle up until I bought a Stutz Bearcat.
And you enjoy driving it, don't you?
Oh, do I ever. Do I ever. The tour here was amazing. We took this car over 70 miles an hour, probably in violation of a number of state of California rules and regulations, with no windshield and no seat belts.
Oh, you don't even have a monocle. What's the matter with you?
No monocle. No, windshields are for wimps.